Lovely bit of COVID.
Okay, welcome back to the Mongrelz podcast. I'm Sal.
And I'm Gary.
And we're back again because this has been such a success, I would say.
I think it's been brilliant.
We've had some good feedback from many people across the world, all 150 of you, and we appreciate that. Some good, some not as good.
Well, obviously, there's stuff to work on.
Yeah, I think we just need to tone it down a little bit.
In some aspects, yeah.
Yeah, and just be a little bit more serious with things, because otherwise, I just don't think it would appeal to the older audience, really, you know?
But obviously, you don't want to be too boring.
Yeah.
So
saying that, we've got some good news as far as the World Cup goes. World Cup's made a start. We saw England and Iran on Monday. And I think everyone expected a massive win. And that's pretty much what we got. We got kind of England just firing on all cylinders, I would say.
I mean, they scored 6 goals, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I saw some good individual performances that I didn't expect, really.
Especially from Saka. I think Saka played very well.
You know what, I hate to say it, but
yeah.
He's very, very talented. Very talented player. There's something about him, I think it's the low centre of gravity, or I don't know, there's loads of things about him, but that his stature and the way he can control the ball with, with his size.
Yeah.
I
was actually questioning it when I saw that he'd left Foden out of the team.
I think a lot of people were. I think people thought that was going to be one of the first names on there.
Yeah.
But it shows how much he rates Mount, I suppose. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Mount did amazing. I don't know how you felt about Mount. I know you're a big Mount fan, but
I feel like Mount's always, majority of the time he's very consistent, I feel like he offers a lot to the team. He offers more as a player all round than Foden does.
I think Foden's very good going forward. I think he's in that final third. That's the kind of player you want to kind of thread the needle, move the ball around quickly, 2 touches, and I would say he's probably got a better finish than Mount.
Yeah, probably has.
And as a technical player overall, I'd want him in my team over Mount. But like you said, I think Mount's got that kind of awareness, that kind of composure where he can sit back a little bit.
As an all-round player, yeah.
Yeah, and he can play a role that allows other players to kind of push into the final third and him to kind of recover.
100%, yeah.
So, anyone else stood out to you? I thought Harry Kane was okay. I didn't think Harry Kane was, again,
I thought Kieran Trippier had a solid game.
Very solid, considering. It's Kieran Trippier. I thought Kieran Trippier would be done by this point, but here we are.
Jude Bellingham as well. He played very well. He played very, very well.
My man of the match. How good is Jude Bellingham? Yeah. Jude Bellingham is, I don't know, man. Hey, Jude. Yeah. Jude, bro.
How old is he? Is he 19?
I mean, I think he's got to be older than 19, surely. I think he's 20.
I mean,
20 now, but
he's 19 or 20.
It makes me think, watching that game just made me think of the story when Jude Bellingham was leaving, I think it was Birmingham. Was it Birmingham? Yeah. And he was, Man United were tapping him up. He went to Carrington and everything, got showed around by Sir Alex Ferguson, and then he met Ollie, and he decided to go to Dortmund.
And I'm not surprised.
I mean, good decision.
He done the same with Haaland as well.
Good decision. I mean, yeah.
As soon as he met Ollie.
Haaland literally, I mean, he held Haaland as a baby, but Haaland still did not want to play for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Well, maybe he just didn't want to play for Manchester United.
I mean, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. We'll get to that, though. We'll get to Manchester United a bit later on. I mean, loads to say about them. But, yeah, you're pleased with it then? You're pleased with the win?
I am pleased with the win. I'm disappointed that we actually conceded 2 goals.
Who's to blame for them goals? Because I don't think we should be conceding goals against Iran, if I'm being honest with you. I think Iran... I think Iran are pretty poor. I think top 10 worst teams, isn't it? Would you say that?
Probably, yeah. If not top 5.
Yeah.
But apparently they're in the top 20 in the world. Which, okay, fair enough. That's
FIFA.
That's not
Tell you the truth.
That's not down to me.
Apparently Qatar are a good World Cup team, man.
Qatar are not a very good footballing nation. Bit controversial from VAR because England should have had a penalty of their own, which wasn't given.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of strange decisions going on, such as added time in games.
I was disappointed with, going back to England, sorry. I was disappointed with Harry Maguire again.
Why?
I just think he was just... Didn't he get caught out for the goal?
I can't remember. I mean, it wasn't his fault for the penalty. That was John Stones.
No, yeah, that was John Stones, but wasn't one of the goals? I think it was the second goal. Didn't they just? He just
Second goal was a penalty, wasn't it?
No, the first goal. Sorry, he lost his man, didn't he? The first goal.
I can't remember, if I'm being honest.
I just feel like he does that every game. He loses his man at some point, as far as I remember. Anyway, he didn't have a bad game, but it's Iran. It's Iran. So.
I don't mind Maguire for England.
I mean, he's done okay for England. I mean, I bet you don't mind. I mind him a lot for Man United. I've got massive problems with him, but
I'm sure you do.
Well, I love him to leave, but yeah, I thought overall, like I said, Bellingham for me, revelation player, man. I think this could be serious shop windowing for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of speculation with teams coming out like saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to buy him after the World Cup." Already, you got Barcelona, £150 million apparently.
Is that how much you think he's worth now? 150.
He's got to be worth over 100 million. I mean, he's British, he's young.
Yeah, you would think so. I would like to see him back in the Premier League.
I would as well.
I mean, not at Liverpool or Manchester City, but back in the Premier League would be nice.
I'd like to see him back in the Premier League, but if he wants to play Champions League football, then it's going to have to be for Arsenal or Man City or Liverpool.
Yeah, and then
Chelsea.
You think Chelsea would go in for him? I've always had this feeling that Declan Rice is going Chelsea because of the connection there with him and Mount.
There has been a lot of
history and things.
A lot of like speculation for the last couple of years with Rice and Chelsea, but I don't know.
I would almost rather Bellingham though.
I think I would at the moment. Yeah,
I just think the potential for Bellingham for me is after. I think it just highlighted. I don't watch Dortmund every game, but it just highlighted me, the England game. How good is this kid?
Yeah.
I mean, he plays in such a mature way as well. Like, it's not just that he's technically gifted. He's gifted with his size, his athleticism.
Yeah.
But his work off the ball, you know.
I think he's been the captain a few
understanding
times
of the
for
games.
Dortmund this season.
I mean, he felt like the captain for England against Iran. That's how he felt to me.
Yeah.
He was that good. Him and Saka, you know. And I hate to say it about Saka. I hate Arsenal. And
I like Arsenal.
I hate Arsenal. And I feel like I've seen a lot of these Arsenal youngsters come and go, but there's something about Saka. The next thing I want to talk about is Yalla Habibi Yalla, Yalla Habibi Yalla.
This guy's now actually from Saudi Arabia.
I am actually Saudi now, so I mean, I would say, listen, the biggest upset that I could have imagined in this World Cup
so far.
I mean, overall, don't you think, can you imagine a bigger one in this World Cup than Saudi Arabia beating Arsenal? I mean, that'd be brilliant as well. But flipping, Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has come back. The biggest win for the Saudis since they struck oil. Honestly, they came and took Leo Messi's soul. And anyhow, we see Argentina exit this at the group stage. I don't think we will, but they wasn't great.
No.
It wasn't great at all. I mean, Mexico, Poland drew, so Saudis are looking pretty good.
I mean,
they're looking pretty good, like it's an 89, bruv, and the petrol prices have gone up, bruv. It's looking pretty good for the Saudis.
I mean, it seems like Saudi Arabia need probably 2 points from the next 2 games to qualify.
Listen, we like to see it, man. We like to see it's what the World Cup's about.
But no, you're right. This is what we want from the World Cup.
I think Argentina look shifty at the back, at the least. You know, shifty.
They did, yeah.
And they always have been. They've always been top heavy, but the back looks really poor. The back looks poor. You know?
I mean,
it's like a night out in Watford, bruv. You know, like, the back is poor.
Some good backs out there, man.
I mean, no, there is. That's the joke. We love Watford, man. We'll be there soon. All right. What else we got?
That wasn't the only upset.
It wasn't. Today, what's today? Today's Wednesday, yeah? So we've also got to talk about, of course, the Japanese kamikaze in Germany and taking them out of the game as well.
Yeah.
Nice little 2 goals. But Germany, it was a one-sided game towards Germany, I thought, I thought Germany looked quite, potent for a long period of time in the game. But
they dominated majority of the game.
I think that the possession was like 73% or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And shout out to the Japanese goalkeeper. We got a lot of good saves there. I think they had 7 shots on goal before the second goal. So, Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Interesting.
Fair play to the keeper for sure. Fair play to Japan.
Yeah,
but Japan always turn up at World Cups. They're always a difficult team to beat at World Cups.
Yeah, Spain machine gunned Costa Rica.
I thought they struggled a bit.
Did you think so?
And I mean, until the 11th minute, yeah.
Spain, no striker. It's weird because Spain have kind of play a similar style of football than they've always played.
Yeah, they always seem to play with a false number 9.
Yeah, and they've always played this this fast-moving kind of hold the game in your half type of play, you know.
Yeah.
And again, some surprises when it comes to some of the players there. When it comes to like Gavi, you know, I know I've heard about Gavi. What do you say, Gavi? Javi.
Something
Javi,
like that, yeah.
Say the Arab way, Javi. He's Arab now. We take all footballers on our side now. Javi. But yeah, no, I thought he was... I've heard about him, but I didn't know how good he was. And I thought some of the play he was making was... Again, how old is he? 18, 19?
Yeah.
Great finish.
It was a very good finish.
And... He threaded the ball in for the first goal as well. A little dink, and then a dink over the goalkeeper. They love a dink over the goalkeeper, the Spanish, isn't it?
They do, yeah.
They've always loved that. David Villa days. David Villa days.
Even when they had David Villa up front, they still would sometimes play with a false number 9 and have Fabregas up front.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That won the World Cup.
I mean, yeah, it did.
That won the World Cup.
It did.
But ultimately, I don't think they got the same caliber of players that they did back then, though.
No, definitely not.
And I do think against a better team...
I mean, Busquets was still playing back then as he was today.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to go get a drink anyway. Dom, it's time for you to jump in, bruv, because I'm about to say bruv too much and get kicked off the show.
Can you not say bruv so much, please?
Sorry, brother.
Please.
Sorry, brother. But, all right, cool. I feel like we were quite mature there. I feel like we didn't start busting up or anything.
I mean, it's true, man. Can you stop saying bruv there?
I mean, this is probably the most dry podcast I've ever seen.
It's all right, man. We're going to get 12 views, so it's cool.
The small one, Siva, which is absolutely fucking you've got to start swearing, man.
You say, my bro?
What you say, man?
You all right?
You good?
Yeah, man. What's going on, people?
So, yeah, I mean, Sal has literally just left as we're about to talk about Manchester United.
Good timing.
I mean, he can't talk because he's got food in his mouth, but makes a change.
Not food, man.
But yeah, so it's official that Ronaldo is going to be leaving.
Yeah, apparently so.
So
I mean,
apparently they've come to a mutual agreement that he's not going to take any money out of the club either.
yeah, apparently he's getting absolutely nothing more, is he?
Very nice of him,
15
man.
million apparently he would have.
I mean, I saw reported 17 million, but yeah.
17?
Yeah, 15, 17. Bit of pocket change for him that he doesn't need, which is why he's turned it down.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think that's only right, really, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, why not, man?
I mean, to do that and say, yeah, give me 17 million on top. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I can't see that happening.
Oh, man.
I can't see that happening. But yeah. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, his interview's gone out and look what's happened.
Yeah.
I think every single Man United fan out there, well, most of them at least, got exactly what they wanted out of that.
Yeah.
So in both ways, I think they hate him, but they love him.
Yeah.
And, you know, if good comes of that for Man United, then I think you can only say, well, he was right.
I mean, Ronaldo will be coming back to be their manager next season.
Imagine, I think he might be. Or at least like an ambassador an ambassador or something like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? I can never say that word.
It's all right, man.
Ambassador. There you go.
That's it, man.
There you go.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Cool, who a legend, dumb.
Definitely not.
But yeah, I think majority of Man United fans are
maybe
happy.
like an Edu for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What is he, like, sporting director or something?
Something along those lines, yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's definitely got a role to play at Manchester United.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
in
it
the future.
I don't think it ends there, especially if he turns everything around.
Yeah, of course.
Another owner gets what he wants out of that.
I feel like
I think it's only right to bring him back. If
I feel
I'm
like
completely honest,
a lot of Man United fans still love him, regardless of what they say.
Yeah, 100%.
Who loves him, man?
100%.
I mean, you definitely love him. You got posters of him over there by your
Do you know what I'm saying?
TV and stuff, man. The hell.
Actually has
One person. But yeah.
every Man, I feel like a lot of Man United fans are very happy that the Glazers are going to be selling up.
Yeah.
And I think Roman Abramovich is going to also be very happy now that he can just buy another team in the Premier League.
No, I think he loves Chelsea too much to do that.
I mean, he could buy Chelsea back if he wants.
He loves that club.
I used to love that club. But yeah, things have changed recently, man. But never mind.
You feel, man, the years and years and years we went through of not winning much apart from FA Cups.
Yeah.
You know, this, that, the other. It's been painful. So I know how you feel right now.
Yeah, of course.
I'm on top of the fucking world right now, and I'm so happy about it.
I bet you are. 5 points clear.
Yeah. I think the last time they won the league, I was in year 7.
Really?
I was in year 7.
Fucking hell.
The last time they won the league.
15 years ago, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not far off, is it?
No, it's more than that.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually more than that, but we'll leave it there.
I feel like this is getting a bit silly, man.
Why, man?
Because everyone's being nice to Dom about Arsenal, and I'm not happy about that.
Of course you're not, bro.
I'm not happy about that at all,
Resale,
bro.
bro.
It's the first time we're on camera together. Okay? Hey.
Oh, my dude.
Hey. Multicultural and that. What do you think of Saka? I bet you were happy.
Of course I was happy.
Yeah?
That's one of the first things I said. I hope Saka has a good World Cup.
Are we saying best Arsenal youngster since Jackie Wilshere? Is it Jackie Wilshere?
Jack Wilshere.
Jackie, I call him. Jackie Packy his bags and and his legs, obviously.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. In many ways, yeah. But
what?
I feel like he has much more potential than Jack Wilshere, if I'm completely honest.
I thought Jack Wilshere had tons of potential, though.
I think Smith Rowe is another one who, after Christmas, when he comes back in the Premier League...
Smith Rowe is hoeing around, bro. Holding around London right now.
He's going to be one to watch. Smith Rowe...
Smith Rowe, bro.
Is, when, last
I've
season...
heard about him,
and stuff, he was doing bits, and I'm looking forward to seeing him come back into the Premier League.
He's not really getting in the team, though.
Not at the moment because of the injury.
And I feel like you bought a couple of midfielders, that... I don't know.
We bought a couple of midfielders.
Yeah, you got that Vieira guy coming.
Yeah.
And
he's young.
Yeah, but who's going to play, him or Vieira? Do they play same position, do they?
No, they might rotate or whatever. Mm. But Vieira's looking decent in some games. He has had the off game. Don't get me wrong, he has had the off game, but he's been all right. Thomas Partey, what is there to say?
What is there to say?
One of the best central defensive midfielders in the league.
He's all right.
He's brilliant.
He's all right.
He's absolutely brilliant.
He's all right. This is his first decent season for Arsenal.
Mate, yeah.
It hasn't been a party till now, has it?
But he needs the players around him, and he's got them now. And
he's late to the party, though. I'm gonna keep dropping them.
You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care.
No, you know. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to keep banging on about Arsenal, but I'll give Arsenal a little bit of credit here. Okay, so just a sliver. I do think Saliba is a baller.
Saliba's incredible.
I'm gonna call him Saliba. Because of the Arab link, innit?
Yeah, Saliba is absolutely incredible.
Excuse me, Saliba. Saudi Arabia have just won. Can you show some respect, please?
A Rolls Royce of a defender. He's
good. He reminds me a little bit of a young Rio at West Ham.
Yeah.
He reminds me of that type of Rio. Don't know if he'll be as good as Rio in the long run, but almost like a new signing for you.
100% almost like a new signing.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say 100% almost as good as Rio.
Went on loan to France, and he was absolutely right to send him on loan. He's come back and he is absolutely on fire.
He was shit at West Ham.
I think 3 games.
I'm going to be honest with you here. Yeah. I think Arsenal are doing really well. They had a good half of the season, but unfortunately, Arsenal aren't winning anything. Arsenal are not winning the Premier League, and that's how I feel about it. I might get shut up later about this. I know you might be able to shut me up. Listen, you can slap me in the back of the head.
Listen, there's going to be shots fired at you for this.
Listen, you can give me a slap. I don't mind.
I'm going to remember
if Arsenal win the Premier League this season, I'll let you give me a slap, man, on camera as well.
I think there's more chance of Arsenal winning the Premier League than Man United making UEFA.
UEFA what, bruv? UEFA what, bruv?
Have a guess.
UEFA what?
Have a guess.
UEFA what? No one's saying nothing about Man United.
Don't put champions in front of it, because that's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Europa, bruv.
All right, cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't mind.
I think there's more chance of Arsenal in the Premier League than Man United making
Arsenal winning the Premier League. Listen, all Arsenal fans out there, you all sound like this guy. Arsenal are not winning the Premier League, brother. They're not happening.
We're all happy guys.
It's not happening.
We're all happy guys.
It's not happening.
That's what it is, bro. We're all happy guys.
I've heard it for the last 10 years. Oh, Arsenal, they're coming back. Got a good team this season.
I'm so glad we haven't had to start this podcast with me pissed off about away wins, this, that, the other from Arsenal like last season and the season previous. This time I can actually be happy.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to start crying about Ronaldo leaving like I did the first time, but listen, I knew...
That's a lot of tears.
I knew he had to leave. I knew he had to leave this time because of what he said about the manager, but at the same time, that guy's a legend, and we'll leave it there. I don't want to keep banging on about Ronaldo. That guy's a legend.
Definitely a legend.
And I hope he goes somewhere in the Champions League. People are telling me Qatar. He's not going Qatar. He's going somewhere in the Champions League.
No, they said he's playing his guitar.
I just saw Fabrizio Romano has just posted saying Newcastle are actually in for Ronaldo. So that's like breaking news right now. That Newcastle are interested. All that Arab money. The Arabs are getting double wins this week again. Those Saudi kingdom
probably another
taking
team that could
over,
afford
plucking
them, to be fair,
the goat. Anyway, not the first goats
if
they plucked,
Newcastle
man.
get Ronaldo, that is just going to be Almiron, Ronaldo, and oh my God.
I mean, do not be surprised. I don't think you should go Newcastle. I think you should go to a Champions League team like a Napoli or somewhere like that. But
Depends if he wants to play Champions League next season, man.
we'll see what happens.
Then he goes to Newcastle.
We'll see what happens. But I'm incredibly happy that the Glazers are selling. I think that's the biggest win. And the thing is, that legend has left us with that gift. Okay, he's done more in his first spell, and this is probably better than any goals he could have scored for Man United. Getting these guys under pressure and having to sell the club. Okay, it's a massive, massive win for Man United fans. So you should be celebrating. This weekend coming up, we've got Dillian Whyte and Franklin. You don't even know who Franklin is, do you?
Me, no.
Nah, I never heard of him, no. Listen, a lot of people don't worry. But basically, up and coming America.
But I enjoy watching Dillian Whyte fight, so I'm gonna watch that regardless.
Yeah, pay-per-view though.
That'll be...
Is it pay-per-view?
It's all right. We'll get that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
Kickoff's at 9 o'clock, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, but...
It might be on Sky.
Yeah? 9 o'clock? Yeah, I think that's probably Sky.
It's gonna be in England.
It's going to be on Sky, probably, yeah.
But yeah, I love Dillian Whyte. I think he's one of my favourite fighters.
It's one of my favourites,
One of my favourite British fighters. Just because of the grit, not because of all of his ability. Not a great technician or a great athlete at all. I mean, but I think he's got a wicked left hook, and I think he's just got so much grit, so much determination. He's pulled himself up. Could have easily been another one of those Anthony Joshua, punching bags that just fell away like the rest of them. But literally lost to Anthony Joshua and only been up since then, really.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Until obviously he came into contact with the Gypsy King himself. And of course Povetkin as well, knocked him out. I do think White is done at top level, unfortunately though.
I mean, but how old is Chisora?
Chisora?
Yeah.
Chisora's about 38, 39.
And how old's Dillian Whyte?
Dillian Whyte, I'd say 35, 34.
So he might still have a few years in him to,
The problem we got with Dillian Whyte is the punch resistance though.
Yeah.
He's I don't know. What do you think about Dillian Whyte? Have a seat, because I'm thinking he's not great top level.
I don't want to have a seat, man.
But you can stand up if you want, man. But people you might embarrass you.
Personally, I feel like Dillian Whyte is he's definitely finished at top level.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
It's sad to hear because, I remember watching him come up, same way, watching Joshua come up and seeing what they've done. And I think he's a great fighter. I have to be honest. I think he's absolutely brilliant.
Most of his fights are exciting to watch.
They're very exciting fights. Very exciting
because
fights.
he is vulnerable now because of his punch resistance.
And he has extreme power.
Yeah.
And proper knockout power.
Yeah. But...
and
to be fair,
it's like Chisora. I enjoy watching like Chisora and
Chisora is always
an
in a scrap.
entertaining fight. Yeah, and also with knockout power.
Yeah,
I enjoy those fights, but I think Dillian's got a chance. And Franklin, who obviously I've never heard of, but how many good fights has he had or top?
I actually have no idea, but I know Dillian Whyte's a massive, massive favourite to win the fight.
I would have thought so. Definitely.
But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if Whyte lost.
Really?
Yeah. I just feel like he struggles to take a punch now. You can't go fight and not get hit unless you're Deji. I mean, unless you're Mayweather against Deji. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mayweather, isn't it? But I think
But Mayweather did take that fight seriously, though.
Yeah.
So.
I think Deji's Deji's come a long way though. I think he's quite a good fighter, to be fair.
Well, yeah, he's come a long way from fighting YouTubers. Of course he has.
Yeah, but if you look at his not his last fight against Mayweather, but the previous one before that, he fought a very good fight.
Who was it against?
I can't remember.
I can't remember who it was against.
I can't remember who it was against.
If you go to,
he was very
Fusi
slick.
Tube.
Was it Fusi? But he was very slick. He was very slick.
Oh yeah,
very slick in that fight. You know,
I mean,
he was very good.
If you go to the boxing gym down the road, I can guarantee you, there's majority of people in there will beat Deji.
I would beat Deji.
You can't even beat yourself, you Derek.
Wait till you lot leave, man.
What do you mean? You was doing that when I got here.
Oh god. All right, guys. I think we'll leave it there.
Peace out, guys.
We out.